Necessity has become the mother of invention for a group of young people living in Sydney's busy Newtown area. In a suburb where roughly a third of residents are aged between 20 and 29 and 35% of them are students, young people on a tight budget have had to get a bit creative when it comes to saving money. With more than 14,000 people living in a relatively small area, the local ADSL exchange has no remaining ports. Subsequently, new arrivals to Newtown are experiencing difficulty establishing ADSL internet connections in their homes. 21-year-old student Victoria Dawson recently experienced this.
Well, when we moved into the house, there was no phone line, and that's what we were originally planning on getting our internet through. So we called up our real estate agent. We're like, hey, there's no phone line. Do you mind putting one in for us? And they said no. And for us to do that, it would have cost us $300 to install one. So we're like, okay, new option. So we called up Telstra to see if we could get ADSL. But apparently it was full at the Newtown Exchange. There was some issue where we couldn't get the wireless internet. So we're like, oh my God, we've got no internet. What do we do?
Professor Duan Huang, Head of Computing and Communications at the University of Technology, Sydney, explains that copper wiring runs from the exchange itself to each premise, and from there you have equipment like modems and routers to generate an internet signal.
Modem, it is internet, it is a modem, right? That modem will actually can be wire or wireless, and this wireless, that means that from that modem usually it acts as a router as well, so that a lot of devices can be actually multiplexed into that device.
In Victoria's case, with all four housemates studying and in need of internet on a very tight budget, they had to think outside the norm.
So my housemate came up with this brilliant idea to share internet with our neighbours. So one day we had like this little baking session, and we cooked some muffins, went next door, and we're like, hey, can we share your internet because we can't get any?
The close proximity of the two homes allows for equal Wi-Fi signal throughout, with each of the 8 participants contributing just $12 each month for an unlimited internet connection.
So basically, we had our next door neighbours come and approach us because they couldn't get an internet connection at the exchange. There was no space left, and they were wondering if they could share our internet connection. We're currently sharing between our house with 4 people, and we're on an unlimited plan, so we said, yeah, why not?
However, Professor Huang isn't sold on the idea. He raised some concerns with regard to privacy, security, and how to fairly split the bill.
First of all, is the privacy involved in there. In the sense that if you share a connection, the service provider has there's no control over that, right? They have no responsibility at that as well. So that's among yourself, right? So that is and also within the person who controls the router, can block the service to your place, depending on how they want to do that. It's quite difficult to know, how much is your share, and it's very hard to differentiate as well, because from a service provider point of view, they don't care.
Despite Professor Huang's apprehensions, the residents at number 19 and number 21 are all very pleased with how their arrangement has worked out.
Yeah, it saved us heaps of money, and it's really good. It makes our lives so much easier having internet.
And it's really good because we've ended up becoming great friends, and we're party all the time, so it's just been a really good experience.
This is Madison Westall for Flying the Coop.